Yeah, so you guys can do whatever you want. You can plan. You can talk out what your goals are to do on trying to catch this guy. Oh, and it also mentions in the mission briefing that Oscar and Rocco will be your support crew. If any questions are needed or anything, go to Oscar. He is more experienced, so he will be the one basically leading. But this is a test for you guys to see if you can get it done.
Okay.
Tim says again, we
All right.
do not kill this
Everybody
guy.
can right.
On what grounds do we not kill this man? He murdered thousands.
Under all, like, we do not kill him. Under any circumstances, he will not die. I promise you that.
Whatever's easier. Whatever gets the job done.
Why should he not die if we have the opportunity to kill him?
10,000 is a lot. 10,000 is awesome. If we
agree.
kill him, he's only worth 5,000.
Of course, I'm all about the money, but
There you go. It's a waste.
if we don't have the opportunity, I don't think we should hold our bullets.
Let's see if we can take him down without like killing him. But if we
Agreed.
can't, I will not be the person to actually kill him.
So you're next on the front line.
You are a reasonable man.
Okay, so you guys can just keep talking. Just imagine that the present person is not here. So
I will introduce myself. My name is Axel Masterson. I am from Kardar originally, before I moved to Aldasari. Someone else
Hi, Axel.
say who they are. That's how this goes. Am I fucking crazy here? What's going on?
Okay. I'm Jaina, and that's all you need to know.
Fair enough.
Tim.
How about you?
Tim is my name.
Pretty lame name.
I'm
That's
lame.
it. That's all I say.
Me too.
At this point,
Sorry, Lan, can you speak up? Lan, are you mumbling?
Sorry.
at this point, Tim goes back to the bunk area, and then he would like to take a mission nap.
Oh my gosh.
oh, okay. I mean, you got an hour, so yeah.
I've got an
I
hour to
guess-
kill, so yeah.
An hour, yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna
so
head back
what about
there
the rest?
and just
Okay.
I'm gonna nap.
So he's left. So I mean, how you guys reacting?
No,
he just walked off.
Jaina walks off disgusted.
Oh, okay,
She's
Lan
like,
shrugs and goes to his bunk.
okay.
I also leave.
Okay, you all leave. So what are you guys doing for the next hour?
I'm sleeping.
So I walk over to Tim sleeping, and I start to look around in all his belongings.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
So Tim, what do you have?
Yeah, what do you have?
Have in your you're keeping out in the open?
I don't have a lot of things.
I discover that.
I mean, I suppose I just have I've got the actual compad out if she wants to see that. Outside of that, I have some of my clothes, but other than
Okay.
that, that's about it for me.
No pictures, nothing. Everything is.
Nope.
That's all you have?
Absolutely.
No money?
I have right now.
You have 50 credits, I think.
No, I've got actually yes, I do. So I've got 50 credits. I don't know. Yeah, so they're out there. I don't know
So
if you-
I'm just going to discuss money, about how money works, just so it's slightly easier. How it will work is that basically you can use the compat to access the bank account. There is no physical money anymore unless you create a cred stick, which is just it can hold the money for you, but then it's still part of the basically it's a withdrawal system. But the main system is oh, I'm going to send you money. Give me your bank account info, and I'll just send it straight over. Obviously, if you're I don't trust that, give me a cred stick, that's basically asking for cash.
Cool.
All right, so I am inspecting Tim's stuff, and I realize there isn't much that I really want to do. It's not that I'm necessarily rummaging through it, but I'm very curious as to what's kind of going on. But once I realize there's nothing for me here, I kind of just walk off looking for other stuff that I can kind of learn.
Okay. So that's what Jane is doing. What about Lan or Axel? What are either of you doing?
I go to look for Oscar
Okay.
to ask him how he came to be on Aldasari and a part of this mission.
Okay. So you find like Oscar talking to Rocco, and you find him very quickly because he's got a very loud, booming voice, just like you do. And also, you
Yeah.
just look for the dude in the fucking knight armor, so it's not that hard.
He was wearing a metal plate.
Metal plate armor, yeah. It's just he was he was a blacksmith. He made that himself probably. So you find him. He's like laughing at Rocco, and then Rocco just like shrugs and walks away. Then he turns and he sees you, and he's just like, "Ah, Axel, there you are. I have many questions for you."
Oscar, my friend, the same for you. How did you come to be here? What is
Oh.
this fuckery?
Oh, you're asking how I joined this dragon and jumped into the wide world. See, Aelin Alma, the savior, as I call her. She visited Kardar and she broke down the corrupt there, and I helped her get off. And she asked me if she wanted me to join her on this dragon and help create a larger fleet and army to take down similar governments as the one we grew up with.
That sounds amazing. That is exactly why I would like to be here. Tell me, where have you been thus far?
He like looks around. He's just like, "There, a tale for another day. We should drink on Thursday. Just as I see you every single Thursday getting drunk."
We shall shower in drunken revels.
Well-
on Thursday.
He like pats you on the shoulder and says, "Aye," and then he just like proudly walks off, and he's like,
And I also proudly walk off.
okay,
in
so
the other
he
direction.
takes out his sword while you're doing that, and like people like stand back because they're like, "What the fuck is he doing with an open weapon?" And he like, you've seen him do this before. If he ever like does this, it's just a habit of his, especially when he was a blacksmith. That he takes out weapons and then whenever he's nervous, he just starts sharpening it or polishing it, so that you're assuming that's what he's getting ready to do.
Okay.
Okay. So Lan, what you doing?
I'm reading a book.
Reading a book? Okay. So like, what's the book about? Is it about like?
Political philosophy.
Oh my god. So I think like 30 minutes into you reading the book, you hear a voice. It's your brother. We don't have a name for him yet, so we're just gonna call him your brother, unless you got a name for him right off the bat. He's like, "Oh my god, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, man. Can you put down a book? Look outside. Look, we're in freaking space, man. Mom and Dad would never let us get off that planet. Look at this." And he's just like looking out the window and then like realizing, oh shit, it's just like we're in hyperdrive right now, so there's really nothing to look at.
Lan kind of puts down the book. He dog-ears the page and then sets it down, and he just kind of looks at his brother. They've had this conversation a lot since, Lan, again, like this was his brother's world that Lan kind of entered, and he doesn't regret his decision, but he also doesn't really have the energy now that he's really going head first to debate it with his brother. And he's kind of like, again, he's happy that he made the decision that he did, but he would rather go with the flow right now, and he would rather just kind of cruise along until the first mission without having to try and explain himself to his brother, as he figures that there will be plenty of time to talk later.
Okay. So while you put away the book and you look at him, he like turns to you and is like, "So I heard you got a mission, going down to hunt this Carver guy. Guy's a real piece of work from what I hear, blowing up churches and shit. Look, you put a little bullet like right there, like he points towards like your heart. He's like, put a bullet there with that sniper I gave you. We'll be gone in an instant."
Lan just nods. He knows what he'll have to do should it come to that, but he looks at his brother and he tells him that he'd rather not be the one to pull the trigger, but if his team's in danger, he'll do it, and he won't think twice about it.
It's like, good. That's what we like here on the Hunters. It's like, uh, just remember if you need any like med supplies, like I know you're still a doctor at heart, just like the rest of the family. If you need anything, just talk to Lazar. He'll help you out.
Thanks, bro.
And like he walks off and just gets ready. Okay, so you guys, I mean, none of you have actually done it before. I mean, I'm sure you guys have like done it as a group, but you guys have never gone all armored up. I'm assuming you're taking all of your equipment that you use to fight. Is that correct? So you guys are going to hop onto a shuttle from the ship and just ride down and get onto the planet. So, yeah, as I said, the planet's mostly just trading in resources because there seems to be an overabundance, and what mostly they do over there is they focus a lot on science to basically keep producing these resources so they can do it consistently. So it's not going to be like they burn out and run out of resources. They don't want that to happen, so they're just trying to... A lot of scientists go there, especially environmental scientists, to figure out how do we keep creating resources and make it essentially an infinite process so we can never die. So yeah, that's what they're doing. So that's just basic knowledge all of you go in with. So okay, so you guys are... So as you all hop onto the shuttle, Rocco is your driver. He's your pilot for this mission because it's Rocco and he just got nothing better to do. So as you guys are flying down to the planet, Oscar like stands up and clears his throat. He's like, friends, we are going on a possibly dangerous, very dangerous mission. I know for many of you this is your first one. I think actually for all of you this is your first mission. So, as you may or may not know, this is just how it works among us hunters, that we must... This is a trial for you. This is trial by combat, essentially. You will beat this Carver Hope Jr., and hopefully you will all survive to tell the tales and share many stories with us as the days go on the ship. What I am here for is to make sure that even if he gets away, we have a way of tracking him, or mostly that's Rocco's job. I am here to ensure that if any complications ensue, I will be here to provide support. So, as it is, one of you will be taking leadership, all of you as a communal group. If one of you wants to appoint leadership to one person, it is up to you. I am just here to observe.
I appoint Axel.
I need no leader myself, but I will gladly take the position if my comrades would ask it of me.
Okay. Nobody says anything else about
I think they're just shrugging.
Axel being nominated to be the leader of the group.
Whatever.
Okay. So, Oscar, like, walks up to you and says, here, he passes you, basically, like, a number. He's like, if things go wrong, send a message to this number. You will reach me.
Text me.
Text me. Call me, maybe. I heard that
call
is
me,
an
beat me if you
As
reach
an-
me.
That too.
Okay, so, yeah, so on the remainder of the flight down, as you guys go in, so Oscar's basically just going to be briefing you slightly more on more information for the thing. So, as we know that, so this is just, oh god, I'm gonna do it in the voice still. So, says, so this Carver Hope, he's blown up 17 churches. As far as we know, as of right now, it is some old technology. C4 is what I believe they call it. We do not know how he goes in and goes out. We have a picture, and he shows you, like, a picture of, like, a very shaggy guy. He's got, like, very messy hair. It's like, this is several moons ago this picture was taken. We do not know if he has changed his appearance, but that is all we have. And he also takes out another photo, or, like, shows it to you on his compad. And it's a picture of a ship. He says, This is the ship he is piloting. We do not know if he has anybody else on board, but as far as we know, this is the one ship that has consistently been in a port every time he has arrived. How you approach this mission is up to you, but finding that ship would be a good start, I would say. And possibly checking the churches, because he, like, checks his compass. Like, I believe yes, there are 2 churches on this planet. One in a business area is what a marketplace. I assume that's what it means. It is one in a marketplace and one close to where we keep the ships. So it's up to you. I will be staying on the ship with Rocco. Rocco just like looks up, still playing his game. He's not even looking at the screen. You can hear the buttons going. He like looks back down. No words from him. And yeah, so that's it. And you guys land. So you guys got to go through customs. The joy.
Are we gonna roleplay that?
Well, Oscar won't let you because he says, "Wait here." He like goes outside.
He's gonna.
There's just like some shouting you can hear from Oscar. He's like,
2 forms
"What
of
do you
ID."
mean?" It's like, "What is this ID you speak of?" And it's just like,
Sir, you need to
Rocco's
ID
just like
across
he
state
looks
lines.
up occasionally to hear the shouting. He's just like, he gets up and he like walks outside. 5 minutes later, he's like, "I did not think they meant an image of myself. If such, they should have just said so." And he's just like, "Oh my god, fucking Chris." and then Rocco just like hands the papers to Oscar, and Oscar starts handing it out to each of you. He's like, "This is a permit," or I do not know what that means, but it is from what I understand, it means that you can carry your weapons as you are bounty hunters. So if for some reason there is complications on the mission and the government deems it worthy for you to be put on trial, present this, and most likely it should prevent you from being prosecuted unjustly.
Cool.
So that's it, and he forces you off the ship.
He forces us off.
Yes, you are forced off the ship. So you come out and you see some really. It's not tall buildings. It's mostly wide buildings. This is what's going on. So you can see like you don't see any tall structures except for one church, and even that's barely recognizable. But the only reason you can notice it is like it's because it seems like at most a mile away from you guys. It's not far at all. You could make it like if you ran, you guys could make it there pretty quickly. But as you said, there are 2 churches, so it's up to you on how you guys approach this. And now, it's up to you guys on what you do now. I'm not going to tell you where you guys go.
Guys, do you think we should split up or stay together?
It seems the most effective course of action to round up this asshole would be to divide and check each church where he's most likely to strike.
I agree.
Catch the fucker in the act.
Yes, that sounds
So,
good.
what do you guys look like again?
You got a
5,
punk rock dude
Maybe
telling you
Northwest.
orders, guys. You got
5'10", half Asian.
Right. Okay. All right. So.
I prefer to stay with someone. I'm pretty useless on my own.
Okay. So Lan, you and I will head to the one church. Jaina, the quiet girl, and you, the other one. Go check out the other church. Be careful. Investigate before you enter.
Okay.
Don't get blown up. That would not be good for anyone. Not a fun time.
okay.
So, peace. See
You guys just
all
start
later.
walking off.
Well, you start walk. Oh, can
Okay,
I?
so I'm just gonna ask you. So where do you guys keep your weapons? Like, obviously you have them, but are you like hiding them like in a bag, or are you just carrying them out openly, or like strapped?
Mine's in my boot, because
Oh.
all I have is a knife.
All you have is a knife.
Okay. I mean, for Tim, they're on his like hands, So,
He's just like
well, I mean,
the stun baton is being held in his hand. Is that?
oh, okay, no,
Is he like?
the
What's happening to the stun baton? I know the wraps are fine. But
yeah,
what
okay,
about-
well, the baton is on my like hip, I suppose.
Okay. So obviously it's not powered, else you'd be in pain. So yeah. Uh. Yeah, I'm curious about Land because he's got a sniper rifle. Where? How exactly is he? Does he have like a case for that? Like
Strapped on my back under my
strapped
cloak.
on your back? You're just walking out and playing.
Under my cloak.
Under your
under my
cloak.
cloak.
Okay. Okay. So there's a bit of like an obstruction. People are like, what the fuck is on his back? I don't know. Just keep walking.
Yeah.
We got a mean punker dude. So, hey, so what about you? I don't even know what.
I have my sword in a sheath at my side, and I have my laser rifle in like it's got one of those like straps on it, and I have it sort of like on my back.
Okay.
The strap is going like here, and it's like
So
on my
I'm
back.
curious. Where did you get the sword? I'm just curious. Did you get it from Oscar? Did Oscar like
I brought
here
it
for
from,
you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
stole it from home, and I brought it.
Okay. So that sounds fair. So, so which group should we go with first? Why don't we go with the quiet ones? So Jasmine and Mark, we'll start with you two.
Okay.
Okay.
So we start heading. Oh well, I start walking first. Actually, though.
Tim
Wait,
says
sorry,
again.
I want clarification. Who's going where exactly? Because there are two churches.
I'm going right. I start walking right.
Just go right. Okay.
Yes.
What did the
Just
team
walking- I
leader
don't say
I need
anything.
to ask. What did the leader say, just in general?
Me?
Yeah. What did you say?
Um,
Who's going where?
We, the chicken shit and I are going to the closer one,
Okay.
and the other two are going to the farther one.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you just go right. So yeah.
Yeah. I start walking right, and I don't talk to Tim. Is your name Tim?
Yeah.
Don't talk to Tim at all. I just start walking forward. And there's a trash can at the side of the street. And
Right.
there isn't many people around. So
I'm
I
just
see
gonna
this
point
trash
out,
can.
The trash can is completely empty. There's like because right next to it is a recycle bin that has everything else in there. Because
Oh.
these people give a shit about their environments. This is just
No, it's
basically
okay.
land hippies.
I still go for the trash can.
Okay.
So I kind of look back at Tim, but I'm pretty far away from him because I started walking much
Yeah.
before him, trying to get my distance. And I kind of scratch at the side of the trash can.
Yeah.
Kind of like a puzzled look on my face, like something's not right. And then I kind of just let it go and I keep walking forward.
Okay. So Tim, you see all this. I'm just gonna remind you. I mean, if she's hiding something from you, you better say it, Jasmine. If you're like trying to hide something, but is that it?
Wait, what, am I supposed to say that I'm hiding something?
Well, no. If you're like, if I don't want to like, oh, I'm trying to hide this from that person, then just say that.
Oh no, he
You're
can see
very open.
whatever he wants to
Okay.
see. It was very open, but I knew he was kind of far away.
Okay. So
Tim
any
says,
interaction going on?
Yeah.
One person.
He says, under no circumstances again do we kill this guy.
Okay, we've heard you, Tim.
And
Shut the fuck up.
don't die.
Okay.
That's it.
Seems fair. Sound advice, if anything. So
Okay, well, my suggestion is just you watch my back, I'll watch your back, and let's just get in there. And if we see anything, we need to contact the other people who are on our team, because I don't really want to go for it alone.
okay, so I think this is also a wonderful time for me to explain. Each planet has a different like day-night cycle, obviously, because it's like a different galaxy. So how it works on this planet is 36 hours is a full day. So I have
Do
no.
I still sleep 8 hours? Or
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, it's up to you on how you want to sleep, but like, just imagine like the day just got like twice, like now it's like half as long, or like no, add a half basically to how long the day is. So, I mean, you can use that time however you want. If you want to sleep more, that's always an option. But like right now in Earth time, because I don't know how else your character, I don't know how you guys would know. It's like 4 p.m., but that could go on for a while. So yeah, I'm just telling you that so
Okay,
you know
well,
how.
we just are walking, but we're going to the church that's like much further away, so like
Yeah.
we're walking for a while. We
Okay,
can
yeah.
go on.
So you turned right. So eventually you see a sign that says "Go left" here, like, and then obviously you see like a lot of like grav cars and shit like driving past, and they're like, there's not a lot of people on the streets, amazingly enough. There's like no signs of public transportation and the such. But you think maybe that's because you're close to a port. Everything could be crazy. Like there might be nobody there. There's a number of ships, but you don't see like any people around there.
Tim would like to use the extra like rope he has and pull
Okay.
himself up to the top of the like buildings.
Okay. So now again, these buildings are not very tall.
Yeah, I
at least in the area around here. It's very like wide. So let's take a look on. I don't even know what I would use for that. Let's just use a. I don't know. How many times are you willing to try this? I should ask. Like, if you fail the first time, where you're like, "Fuck it, I'm done. I can't do it."
I think I'm fairly confident that I like won't fail.
Okay, so, I mean, judging by the look, it's not going to be easy to grab onto anything. Like, you need the rope to like way down. So, you're going to have to give me a skill check for that. We're going to do athletics. So give me a 2d6 minus 1 because you have a -1.
Oh shit! First roll. Okay.
Doing it.
Doing it. Okay. Let me pull it up here. So we're doing a 2.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, we're doing a. Wait, we want to do a roll 2d6 minus 1.
Yes. Oh my god, that number.
Oh, is it
You
a
got
pass?
7. Yeah, that's a pass. You do it. You grab
Yeah,
onto, like,
that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, so you pull yourself up, and yeah, you can like see not a lot better, but you can see like there seems to be a lot more activity further like down the way it said. So like it seems like maybe an hour walk
Okay.
from where you guys are. So yeah, so you can do that. So while you guys walk for an hour, unless you guys want to do anything else, just tell me. Like during the walk, do you guys want to like play a game together?
Nope.
Patty cake?
Patty cake while you're walking and like shit, it's green, move. Or
Tim
is
would
it just-
say, Tim would calm Jaina and then tell her that the church is about 1 hour away.
Gina, you can do whatever you want with that information. You can just
Sorry.
ignore them and keep walking.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Okay, she keeps walking. You don't hear a reply, I guess.
Okay.
Shanna's like, whatever.
That's fine.
Whatever, just keep going. So, yeah, so we're just going to jump over during that hour-long walk. So, Axel and I are doing.
So we are walking.
Oh, everybody's walking today. So,
And so how far is the church from us?
it was a mile away. So, like, if
Mile
you
away.
guys like
Like
hoof it, it would be like 10
15.
minutes.
Okay,
But
great.
otherwise, you can get there easy in like 15 minutes just walking.
And I say, so, little chicken shit man, I suggest once we get to the church, we do some perimeter. Is that what they call it? Doing perimeter? We walk around. We walk around and make sure everything is safe. And you, because of your sniper rifle, stay somewhere nearby, somewhere far away, and I will enter and inspect. And you will keep an eye on the distance and watch my back. Can I rely on you for that?
Yeah, I'm not the problem.
Oh
What is
shit!
the problem?
Oh, damn.
Just make sure the perimeter's clear. I got your back.
Fair enough. So,
Okay.
we just keep walking.
So you guys keep walking, and as it becomes, yeah, it gets closer. You guys arrive. You notice that there is nobody here. Like it seems completely empty for whatever reason.
In the
So
city or in the church?
like not in the city, but for Axel and Lan, what they see is they see the church and then there's nobody outside it. You do not know why that is, but you don't hear any noise in this area. And then there's like maybe 2 or 3 people, and they seem more like priests than anything else. That's obviously why they're there. But other than that, it's like completely empty, quiet.
Hmm. Interesting. So, Axel starts walking around the church, just checking all the windows. How many windows are there on either side?
So each like in general, there's just about like 9 windows.
Okay.
If this place does not like, there are a lot of entry points possibly to get into this church.
Hmm.
That is a very big issue. So, what you guys do with that is up to you.
How many entry points?
Well,
how many
if we count
doors?
each window as an entry point, then there's
Okay,
9.
no, not the windows, just the doors.
Just doors. Okay, so there's about 2 doors. There's one, obviously in the front, and there's one to about like the right side, like close to the back. And it seems like only people who work here can get in, because there's like a little like card thing you need to do it in order to get in. So
At the one gate.
at the one in the back. The one in the
Okay.
back has like ID that you need to be able to like show in order to get in.
Hmm.
Is there a way onto the roof?
Inside there might be, but outside you don't see any way.
Okay.
So
And I say, all right. So if can I look in one of the windows?
okay, yeah. You see one like a priest like up there. He's like seems to be talking, but there's like nobody in the room.
Like, is he at the altar?
Yeah, he's at the altar. Seems to be giving a sermon to nobody for whatever reason.
Okay. Weird. Hmm. I say, what do you make of this?
I don't like it. I don't want to go in there.
Me neither. I understand. How would you like to proceed? Where is your best position going forward?
Okay, so I'm going to give you a surrounding, really. The port, or at least the docking area for a lot of ships is like very close. You guys are like a block away from it. It's just consistently been to your left. But if you go slightly further down, like to the right, you'll see like, there's actually some taller buildings around. So like you could technically from there you might be able to get a vantage point on the church from there. Hint, hint for Lan, who has a sniper rifle. So, but otherwise, like this place is just out in the open. Like there's nothing really obstructing it. So.
I'll move towards the high ground. I'll go towards those buildings. Don't do anything until I'm in position.
Contact me on comm once you are in position.
Will do.
Okay, so that's like a 10-minute walk again. So we're gonna jump kind of forward towards Tim and Jaina. So what are you two doing? So I'm gonna say you guys have just arrived. Like we're jumping a bit in the future, but yeah, you guys have arrived. Anything you guys? So like it's a very busy marketplace. Clearly, you have found the church. And there's a lot of buildings, like tall buildings around the church, like of equal height or taller, and it's very, very crowded right now. There's like a dude like, you need laser weapons? We got your laser weapons. You need your primitive guns and bullets? We got it here. And like there's some dude who's like off in the corner, he's just like selling like kinesis wraps and shit. He looks like a boxer, if anything. He's like, oh, pay like 10 credits for an hour and I'll teach you how to box or something like that. If you watch his form, Tim, you're like he's not good. He's shitty. He looks pretty bad.
Tim would like to use his perception and or his like tactics skills to scan the whole place and just to try to see, you know, should he go in from a certain like entrance or, you know.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you a rough... actually, roll first. So what's your tactics? Your tactics is also
Zero.
-1.
No, it's 0.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
0? 0?
0.
Okay, yeah, if it's 0, then yeah, just give me 2d6.
Come on. Oh, fuck, wait, is that the right one?
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'm
Got a
talking about.
10. Okay, so yeah, you did real good. So okay, so for everybody else, because I know Mark probably knows this, but essentially anything below a 6 is a failure. Is the best way to look at it. So yeah. What else? So what we need. So you take a little scan of the area, and you notice there's a lot of windows close to the church. You don't guessing by if somebody got a running start and was like fit enough, he could probably like jump onto the top of the church through a window. But that'd be hard because it's a fucking residential area as well as a market, so it'd be fucking hard to like just jump all the way over there in the middle of the day without nobody noticing you. But it's similar to the other church, same design. There's like 9 windows, a door in the front, and like a little door in the back that can only be opened through ID.
Okay.
But what you do notice is that there is a lot of stalls of merchants and the like, and stores that surround the church. There's like no area where it's just like, oh, it's out in the open. There are always people standing around. So sneaking in is not difficult if you if you know how to do it correctly.
Tim would like to calm Jaina.
Well, I mean, you're probably standing right next to each other, but
No,
okay.
but didn't I like hop on the like go on
Oh yeah, on the roof.
yeah, like on the
Yeah,
rooftop?
so I mean, you probably needed to get closer, honestly, because all this tall buildings from where you were before, you weren't on a very tall building, you were on a wide one.
Okay.
So you probably wouldn't have been able to get a very good look, so you probably would have jumped off in order to get there.
Okay.
Hey, Tim. Oh, Jaina speaking. This is
Oh,
Jaina.
yeah, no, go. That's fine. It's good.
Tim, shouldn't we just walk in the front door and try to talk to somebody inside?
That seems to be the only option we have.
Okay, but don't let them know who we are.
Obviously. Tim
Is it an obvious statement? I don't want you to blow my cover.
Tim doesn't say anything and then just like walks ahead.
Tim, you have to wait for me. We're a group.
Tim is
She runs after him.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you guys walk in. Unlike the other church, which you guys don't know about, unless they decided to calm, this one actually has a few people inside. There's like 23 people inside, roughly. And as you look inside, you can see it's like there are 2 levels. So that's all the people you see on the first level. You do not know how many people are on the second level. And there seems to be stairs that can lead there and maybe even go even higher, maybe to the top of the church.
Tim would like to go up to the second level.
Okay. So, while that is going on, there's just like a sermon that's being given, and there's actually people who are awake for that, which is amazing, in my opinion. So, nobody looks at you. They're just they seem engrossed in the sermon, and if you guys even like pay attention, even like every once in a while, you'll be like, he's addressing the destruction of the churches. Is like, God will smite this man down, and the like and like, saying this man will end up in hell. Do not follow him. Do not support him. If anything, report him to the proper authorities and such, and we will give you a reward because we got the monies. And similar things to that. Basically, he's just trying to prove, like, he's trying to get support for the church is in the right, this guy is just blowing up shit. He needs to be stopped. He's a terrorist.
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, you get to the second floor. There's, like, 6 people up on this one. Quick scan. None of them seem to be like him.
Okay.
But, from this angle, you can, like, notice that there is indeed a stairs to get up to the ceiling, but to the roof. But it looks like it'll be harder to get up there. Probably there's like some securities in place and such, because why wouldn't they? Especially with all the bombings. Everybody in there does look tense, though. Even though the sermon is like, there are people who are like, yeah, church is right, go bad, like fuck that guy. He's a terrorist. He needs to be brought down. People are tense to be there. You have a feeling that some of them didn't go there by their own choice. They are very, like, some of them are fidgeting. They seem like worried.
Okay. What type of security is there to go up?
As far as you've seen, 2 guards,
Okay.
each holding like a frickin' pistol. They do not seem very well equipped.
Jaina,
Yes.
go and distract the guards.
I don't know if I can do that.
I think you can.
I don't know if I want to do that.
It's the best way to find out where this like Hope, like what's his name, like Carver Hope.
Carver Jeffrey Hope Jr.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that whole thing.
Okay,
This is
listen.
You better
This is what
remember
needs to happen right now. You are going to go distract them, and I'll go check it out.
It's much more likely that two guards will be distracted by a female rather than a male.
Yes, but I am only 5'3".
That's
I can
perfect.
sneak past them. And guess what? You're like this big guy. They're going to notice that something's up with you.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I am a soldier. I have experience that you don't have. Go
Fine,
and
you don't
distract
need
them.
me then. So then Jaina stomps off and heads downstairs and sits and listens to the sermon.
Okay, so yeah, the guy's basically repeating himself. He's not a very good public speaker, at least from what you can tell from the sermon. He's like, again, the guy is going to hell, and it's just like it's not very persuasive. It seems like he's just up there, and he's saying a lot of like words that sometimes are just out of place. He's just like, he seems scared to a degree. Like when you weren't paying attention, it sounded like, yeah, go to hell, yeah, go to hell. And then like when you pay attention, like he's just repeating the same shit over and over again. What the hell? So yeah, that's all that you see.
I take out a notebook like the one that they use in Blue's Clues.
Oh,
Only has like
a handy
little plots.
dandy notebook. Okay.
It has a crayon. No,
Okay.
it doesn't. But it does have a pen.
Okay.
And then I write down robot question mark.
Okay.
What are you? Wait, what? Robobot?
Robot.
A robot.
Okay.
Question mark.
Question mark. The question mark's very.
And then I draw a picture.
So you're just drawing at this point.
No, I draw a picture of the preacher.
Oh, okay. So you do the best of your ability. We're gonna say
Roll
It's
for
like a Blue's
artistic
Clues
skill.
there is actually an artistic skill. So yes, I would say roll for that. Yeah.
Wait,
Can't
really?
believe we're rolling.
Yeah, it is an art skill. Yes. I'm pretty sure none of you have that, so I'm just gonna have you guys roll it. Yeah, artist. So give me a 2d6 minus 1.
2d6. Oh wait.
This game has many amazing things in it.
So now, what would happen if she did have the skill? Would she roll the same thing?
She
Just
would
with-
roll. She would roll without the minus 1,
Got it.
and
Do I
then
just put
any
2d6
extra levels would give you bonuses.
minus 1?
Yes.
Do I actually write that forward?
slash roll 2d6 minus 1.
No. Thank you for the slash roll. Does that work?
Yep.
Oh,
it's
she
pretty
passed.
good drawing. You got like his face. You got the notable features in. He's got a weird nose sometimes.
And then wait, I want to write down he has a mole.
Okay, he does have a mole then.
That's important.
Yeah, he does. Okay. So I'm gonna jump back to Axel and Lan while Tim is figuring out how to do this solo. So I give him some time to think it through. Yeah. So Lan, you make it to the building, and it's like a public monument essentially is what they're saying. You just like read it, and it's just like this is where like the conference for figuring like it's a lot of science mumbo jumbo. I'm sure you would understand some of it, but it's not your field. So you're like environmental science, blah blah blah, important blah 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 stuff happened here, and then
Can I roll to understand what they were saying?
I mean, I'm just like assuming you skimmed. If you actually read through it, I can give you a description.
Okay, I would like to.
Oh, okay. So essentially, what this monument is this is where basically the heads of the planet, because it is it's like there's a council system is how it works. So there's like 3 people in the council at a time. Every 7 years it changes out. So what happens is that this is where the first council met after apparently a tyrant was ruling the planet, and essentially what the tyrant did, if you read like a history book of this planet, you would know, is just that he basically was trying to abuse the resources. He was like, oh no, only the best of the best can have our resources, even though they have so many. And then obviously the poor couldn't pay for it, and only the rich could. And then suddenly an uprising occurred, and they're like, yeah, we don't like having one person in control. Can we have like 3 people? And this has only happened like in the last 20 years, so it's a very up and coming thing. Like it's almost time for the 3rd election. So yeah, this is basically where they met for the first time, and this is when they decided that we are going to use this and spread our resources out to whoever needs it. And we will find a way to keep supplying them for however long as we can and will. So
Great.
So yeah, so there are some people there. There's like 3 people. They're all tourists, you can tell. So they're like, because up to this point, you haven't seen anybody. This is the first time you've seen any people on this planet. So take that as you will, and you can see if you like look at
Where's
the
this
church.
person? Oh,
There. Oh, did you go with him? I'm just curious. Did you decide to go
no,
with
I
him?
didn't.
Did you
I
stay?
just want. Yeah, I'm still
No.
there.
Okay. No. So, well, Lan would know this, but they're mostly staying around the entrance. They're like trying to read it, and they're staying there for a while. It seems like they cannot read English. But if you choose to ignore them, you can. And if you go higher up, like to the top floor, you see you have a very clear shot towards the church. You got a good angle. This is like somewhat to its backside, so you can see the rear entrance and
Okay.
like 4 of the windows. So
Land's gonna put his head down, try to ignore the people, and get to the top.
yeah, okay. So yeah, you're at the top. They at some point, I guess when you're like climbing up, one of them walks up. It's like a very skinny man. He's just like, he seems to be sort of like, he's like pointing at the sign. He's like shrugging his hands. He's like, no, and he's just like, I no understand, and he's just like confused. He's like looking at you, hoping that you can understand what he's trying to tell you. You choose to ignore him, or
I keep walking.
he's just like, it's like puts his hands up and he like shouts back in some language you don't know. He's just like, he sounds very angry, but I mean, like 10 minutes later they just like walk off. And you're there alone. So yeah, so you have a clear sight of it. If nobody else is around, you could just pull out the sniper and take a shot if need be. So yeah.
Okay, so I'll calm Axel and let him know I'm in position.
Cool. And I will ask, what do you have a sight of? Where do you have a good shot of?
I can see the back door and the surrounding area. However, I do not have a shot towards the front side.
Ah, yes, very good. Are there any people around?
Just some
Okay.
weirdos that I met at the base, but they seem harmless.
Good to know. Justin, how long has it been since we
Like
departed?
like 15 minutes.
Oh, since we departed from the group?
Oh no, from the group like 30 minutes.
Okay. We'll wait an hour before we check in with them.
Okay. Seems
Okay, so I tell Lan that I'm going to go around to the front and see if I can sneak in without the preacher noticing. I want to see who he thinks he's talking to. Seems just like a crazy old fucker, but we'll see what's going on.
Sounds
And
good.
so, and then I go around to the front, to like one of the front windows maybe, or like, and I try to, can I sneak in? Can I use my stealth?
yeah,
Get
give me
in
a
without
stealth roll.
him.
Give me a stealth roll.
What is a stealth roll?
2d6 plus any modifiers you have or minus.
I have 1.
Okay, yeah, add a +1.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't.
Is it
I have
0?
1. It's 0.
Okay, yeah, then just 2d6.
Cool. I'm doing it. Slash roll 2d6.
Did Market Jasmine just drop from...
I got a 10.
You got 10? Okay. Yeah, so you sneak in pretty quickly. You, like, open the door for a second, you just